guessing everyone in here is new. Or last time you got really lost and you're like, this time I'm going to figure it out. What is it? But we are happy to have you with us this morning to start it off. Let's see, who is from the furthest away, not including traffic time. Who's like actually the furthest away? Anybody from 2 hours? 3 hours? Oh, in the middle. Where are we from?
Evansville, Indiana.
Evansville, okay, same.
That's good distance.
Yeah.
It's a good drive.
Well, welcome. We're glad you're here with us this morning. This is really just to help you navigate the conference. It is a long 2.5 days, but an amazing 2.5 days.
It's always fun to see
make
like,
sure you get
who
the
comes,
most
how
out
far
of
people come to
your
attend.
time here. I am Jenna Eastham. I'm with Liberty Parish Schools, which is in the middle of some cornfields, just east of Muncie, in Selma, Indiana. And we're both with the HECC board, and so we're here to give great info.
Yeah, I'm Melissa Wally, and I'm from Northwest Indiana, Hanover Community Schools in the region, if you're familiar. And I think that if you are a first timer, this won't be your last time. So if you're fortunate enough, you will be here every year. There's a lot of great things about HECC that are different from other conferences that really make it special.
And welcome back to our online people. This is the HECC 2025. This is our podcast live. We're excited to be sitting in with the new to HECC session today with Diane. We'll try to keep you up to date on some of the things that we're discussing, because if you're new to HECC, it is kind of all-overwhelming at the first, but we'll help you get through it.
There's a lot of great things that are posted and a lot of clever things. We have some clever things that are posted that are really interesting to check out.
Clearly, all you know about our social media because you're joining us live.
So if you don't have the app, you're going to want to either scan this QR code or go to the App Store and find, it's called Attendee Mobile. And once you download the Attendee Mobile app, then you will search for HECC 2025. But the app is amazing because there are so many things in there to help you navigate the conference. The most important, I think, or the number one thing, is the map. So there is a great layout of the map because there are technically 2 sides. How many of you registered in the Union Station side this morning? You know, if you registered on the Union Station, anybody register on the hotel side? Yeah, okay. So technically 2 sides. The app will help you navigate all that and know which side are the rooms on for my session. Where can I find lunchroom? Where can I find the exhibitors? Because there's some on the other side, some in the business
HECC Legacy.
station side.
That's
So really checking
it's an
out
open.
those, I can't do that, sorry. Really checking out the map in the app is very helpful. It will also list all of the sessions, the speakers. So if you have a speaker and you're in a session and you're like, I really love them, I want to see what else they're doing, you can search for a speaker to see what sessions they're giving. That's also where we will send out like notifications. So if something changes, making sure you know when lunch is, attending our meeting, which we're going to talk about, all those notifications get pushed out through the app as well. So make sure you follow for all the good things.
For those new attendees listening today, that app is definitely important because of that map. If you've never been to the Crown Plaza and the hotel side and the Union Station side, sometimes it gets a little confusing where the session rooms are. That map will help out significantly. And there's multiple ways to get between the hotel and the Crown Plaza. So
And we utilize both of these buildings. So in the historic Union Station, these are the rooms that are there. And then we have the Crown Plaza Hotel, and these are the rooms that are there. And what you'll notice is that all of the hotel rooms have a letter after them. So it might be Haymarket A, Haymarket B, with the exception of Conrail Station, which this year is being used for esports. So you definitely want to take a peek in that esports.
have you been down there yet?
That's live.
But
Yeah, that's the live room. You can catch the live Twitch feed and the YouTube feed of that esports. It went out on the HECC listserv this morning. Check out those links. definitely some really interesting esports things going on down there in that
That's what
room.
we need to check out.
Yeah, and if you haven't been down there yet as an attendee, it's worth stopping by that Conrail station room.
It's literally a view right here of these two hallways. Those are pretty much all the speaker rooms on the Union Station side, are these two hallways. The only one not in these two hallways is Edison, which is actually in the vendor hall upstairs. So if you have something in Union Station, most likely you're gonna be in the two hallways.
Diana, funny story about the Edison rooms. I used to walk people to them on my many years of HECC, and I would take them all the way upstairs. And then about halfway through one conference, I was like, I could probably stop at the bottom of the stairs. It's getting so tired because it is hard to find.
You were getting your steps in.
I know.
It is
I
the
know.
best. It's the best hidden secret here at HECC, I think.
I love going up there and just walking the circle and looking at the stained glass. Definitely something worth to do if you've not been here
Down
before.
the vendor space, so pretty.
And if you ask for help, one of us will walk you up there, and we do it all day long, so don't feel bad.
All the board members will be in green shirts today. So if you have one of these bright green shirts, they'll be able to gladly help you.
I think that's one of the things that I love about HECC is that the board always has the matching shirts so you can quickly and easily identify the helpers.
You can go outside, which is actually a beautiful day, so it's really nice to just go outside and walk between Union Station and the hotel. But also you can use the stairway and hallway between, which is where you'll find Illinois Street Ballroom. So when you leave this room and go out to the main area, there's a staircase that'll go upstairs. And when you go upstairs, you're going to see some vendors, and right there is Illinois Street Ballroom. If you go past the ballroom, that will take you to the hotel side, and you can go down the spiral staircase. You'll be in the vendor area that will lead to the session rooms.
I'm glad they brought the spiral staircase up. It's one of the details I like about the building, and it's a secret kind of little passageway to make it a little bit quicker than going down all the way to the elevators.
Absolutely. I love the remodel here at the Crown. It's beautiful.
today
And I love that they preserved all those historic features and it still has its character.
Lots of construction, but we definitely are lucky that we can still walk outside in between the two buildings. There is a really nice pathway, clean, and it's even easier because really the street's closed, so you don't have to watch traffic or wait for the light.
Oops, I forgot to eat. So make sure you take a break for lunch today. It's from 11 to 1:30. The other thing that's nice about Illinois Street Ballroom is that's where we're hosting our annual meeting. So tomorrow at 3:30, anyone is welcome to attend that meeting. It's a short meeting. There are some awards, and then we have drinks and networking. So please come join us at 3:30 in the Illinois Street Ballroom. We also have door prizes there on Friday. So
That's a great meeting to attend if you're interested in ever joining the HECC board, just to kind of learn more about the history and the pieces that we're all about here. Definitely would recommend.
And I think that's the misconception is that can everybody attend? Absolutely, everybody can attend. And then also, that's when they do the board elections, and that'll come through on the app, and that's the easiest way to vote. So you want to make sure you have the app so you can vote for the HECC board.
Because I'm kind of afraid to figure out that path, but then once I did, I was like.
And quickly, we'll revisit that lunch. There's sessions generally all through lunch, and you kind of have to make sure that you take time off for lunch. But it is a hot lunch again this year, all 3 days, all 2 days. Yep.
Today's a baked potato bar and salad bar.
Yeah, fantastic.
And those are on both sides,
hotel
and.
Exhibitor area. So there are a couple areas that you will find exhibitors throughout the conference. You will find them in these hallways as you're walking them. You'll find them in the grand ballroom area over on Union Station as well. That's our large vendor area. In the hotel, there are vendors in that main atrium area. And then also upstairs, when you're walking to the Illinois Street Ballroom, there are vendors up there as well. Vendors will start today at 11, and then you can see the vendor schedule there. They will go through Friday. And then if you are supposed to have like a meeting with a vendor or there's somebody you're trying to talk to, they might tell you to meet in a green room. We do have some green room spaces, which are for vendors to, meet in.
Where we all come for the sessions and the learning, and that is definitely a big piece. The vendors are really kind of what makes the conference go. Even if you're not in necessarily that decision-making role, all these vendors are super polite and have great things in their booth, and you can always take some of those ideas back and pass them along to those decision makers. So definitely take some time and check out those vendors. Looks like we have just a couple teachers,
Tech directors.
2 or 3 integrators,
What did I
and a
put
whole
in?
bunch of admin. That's good to see that we have admin coming to the conference.
I love that.
It's to choose. Sometimes it's just good to hear that information and pass that information along to the people who do choose. And there's usually some really great swag. There's one vendor who always has a person that does the caricature drawings, so it's fun. If you become like an annual attendee, which you will after you get here this week. It's fun to get that every year and just see the
If you're new to HECC and you're doing the caricatures, I would recommend starting a comic book series. So year over year, you have a different scene for your office.
Breakfast bar, so it's in the Grand Bar, which is a beautiful historic bar, if you haven't seen it, on the Union Station side. And there's continental breakfast and coffee available. Now, the coffee is not available all day long, but these are the times that it is available until 9 o'clock.
When you're president, you could make coffee available
Oh, I'm
all
sorry,
day.
Coffee, yes, there we go. That should be a petition for the president.
And then Friday we have. the
It'd be like
coffee.
getting rid of the box lunches. It'd be legendary.
Legendary. Yes.
The breakfast is really nice. There's some danishes and different pieces. Tasty.
Lunch is flexible. Schedule that lunchtime. You will be hungry. There's lots of knowledge that you will take in these few days, so make sure you fuel your brain. It is 11 to 1:30. It is a sit down, it's like a buffet style. So you'll get your plate. There's tons of food and network. Find your people.
Yeah, and if you have a specific dietary need.
It's such a great time if you've got a group here with you to meet up with them and you can debrief and chat about what you're learning so far.
Yeah, and definitely, even if you don't have to eat lunch with your own crew, it's a great time to pick up things from other people that have attended,
Yeah.
make some of those connections.
I think this is the best kept secret, the snacks. Like I didn't realize that they went out at a certain time. And I think it's important to remind people to wait until they're open to the official times because, we have had the snack capade of a couple years ago where people broke into the cooler.
Open it up, take the snacks before snack time. Just like at home when my kids raid the snack cabinet.
I mean, and caffeine is important. So
Sweet treats out for you to enjoy. And feel free to take those with you to your session. For all adults here, if you don't mind. So grab a snack by the station. And then
They're definitely set up as a grab and go. So you can come by, grab a cookie and a can of Coke or a Diet Coke and move on.
And while you're walking around at those stations, you'll see there's some like mini fridge coolers and they have beverages in there. Throughout the day, they're covered up. Once they're uncovered, you're welcome to take a beverage out of there, but while they're covered, we just ask that you wait until the appropriate time.
I'm not telling you it was me that stole a cookie early, but I like cookies.
One of the things that really makes our conference unique, every year there's a different tool that you get to pick up and take home with you, take to work with you.
You have yours picked up and set up yet?
I don't yet. I haven't checked in, so I'm just going to wait till I get my hotel room.
So I really think this tool is going to be one that I have to buy more for. So I have one set up at home and we're looking to pick up 2 more and give them to our grandparents of the kids so that we can just update the kids' schedule directly to their countertop. You can have multiples that sync together. It's a really neat tool for things. And then at the school, I've got one we're utilizing for the calendar of a workroom. to one of our conference rooms, just trying it
So
out.
it's kind of a scheduler kind of thing. Yeah, that's great.
So if you noticed, we have some visitors in the back of the room.
Hey, they're talking about us.
And we do have a podcast. So we have our first podcast going on right now. And there will be different ones throughout the week. So if you get the QR code, that will let you subscribe to those and help you find that podcast. My special
That
guest.
was a rookie mistake.
We definitely have some great special guests. They are recorded and on YouTube as well. So you don't have to necessarily stop in your middle of your day and watch them. You could listen to them on your commute or catch them next week as well. So love to have your views.
Okay, roundtable sessions. These are great sessions. They're formally called come and go sessions. They're not typical presenter at the front of the
I think
room.
these are underutilized by some people. I think this is a great place to have if you have a need or
There will be a board
need a little assist or a lift. These are great sessions to get that on the topic.
You know, I jumped in one last year and just was the moderator, and I was beside myself with the content that came out of it, of just the people in the room sharing great tips. And you know, it's great stuff when you have other techs writing notes like crazy going,
Yes.
I'm going to get with you and I'm going to call you next week.
Like last year, mine was AI policy. Everybody is screaming to figure
Yeah,
that out. So I hurried and created a shared document that everybody could collaborate and be in on. There's some good stuff still being put in that.
And Diana, I was worried sick going into it that I wasn't very knowledgeable about the topic, and I felt more knowledgeable coming out, and I knew who I could call if I
But as a
needed any more
facilitator,
knowledge.
you know, we don't have to be knowledgeable.
Right.
Boy, the room is the wisdom.
Yeah.
Dropboxes and more. So at check-in, you should have gotten a registration. You should have gotten a little half sheet that had tickets on it. And those are going to be for those red boxes. So if you see our red boxes,
I think it's the last year for the Plinko. Yeah. Want to do operation game next time, but it'd be a big computer and you have to put the RAM and the CPU and the video card in.
I think that's great.
I think that'll be the next build.
play Plinko for a chance to win the money.
Yeah, I can play Plinko this year. I'm on the board.
You can.
Maybe I'll win.
You can.
Big. I'm not that lucky.
So another reason to have the app is because we will send out the name of those winners for who gets to play in the app.
Last year, 2 of the 3 days on the Plinko winner, they won the top
They
prize.
did. I know. That's great. Who doesn't like free cash?
We know our cash.
So they're very varied. So we go from like $20 all the way up to $100. Last year, 2 of the 3 days, the top prize was the winner. So, and we moved them on the bottom as well. So it was kind of fun.
So who doesn't love free cash? Because in this day and age, not anything is free, but this is. We literally just handed it to you.
Yes, it's muted.
So make sure you look for those. And then also, like we said, on Friday, we'll do the door prize drawing in Illinois Street Ballroom. And that has all sorts of things. We've had TV, gift cards, we've had drones, we've had a little bit of it all. So different door prizes, come and check those out. You do have to be present to win.
And there are some really interesting prizes this year. Okay, the annual meeting is on Thursday at 3:30, and you might think, like, why would I want to go to a meeting? But this is a different kind of meeting, so you do want to come. It's located in the Illinois Street Ballroom. It's the one meeting every year that is the HECC board meeting that everyone is invited to attend. And so that's when we do the Dropbox and the Plinko prizes. So there's one reason. We have awards, and to listen to the awards that are given out, it really is a nice kind of a culmination of the year, and to hear some of the stories that are told behind all of the people that are doing the work of education and technology and innovation. It really is rewarding to hear. We don't get to hear those things. And so it's just a nice time to kind of celebrate everyone in one room. So I really recommend, even if you're here alone, even if you're here with a small team, come to the annual meeting. It's a nice time to network. It's a nice time just to kind of relax. There's beverages, there's snacks. It's also the annual board member election. And so we vote on the app And so you get to be a part of choosing who's on the HECC board for the next term. It's sponsored by 5 Star, and everyone is welcome. So please come and please celebrate.
Come find
We
me.
really hope that you'll be a
because
part
I
of
love
that.
to meet people. So
So each day you will see the HECC board walking around, greeting, stationed throughout. We will have matching shirts every day. So today we are in green or our black pullovers. And then tomorrow we will have a sweater,
It's a
and
new
then
one this
Friday
year.
we're in
It's,
navy.
it's
So
definitely nice.
anytime you
It's
see
bright.
someone with the HECC apparel on, please stop us and ask us. We are happy to answer any question that you have throughout the whole
And
conference.
really, let's be real, it's
There is
Indiana.
no silly
If you just start
questions. We
asking
get
people,
all the
they'll help
different
you
things
out.
all the time. So
This is
please
true.
stop
This
us
is
and
true.
ask us
We
if we
always
can
hear
help
it from
you.
our vendors,
navigate
how
and not
polite
be
everybody is.
when I go to other conferences, I'm always surprised. Because
In
it's not
some
that way.
situations, we do have to have schedule changes. We try to keep that at a minimum, but as we know, things come up. So if that happens, that's another situation where that app is important, and those notifications will be pushed out and communicated via the app. So apologies in advance if that affects you, but we do want to try to communicate that to everyone in a timely fashion.
HECC listserv. So if you love what you hear at HECC and you're like, I want to hear more from these individuals and all of their knowledge, you can join our HECC listserv. It's a great place just to network, get those questions when we're not at the conference, and we have them all year long. The amount of knowledge that is in the HECC listserv
This is
is
incredible. I love
unbelievable.
monitoring the
If
HECC
you have a
service.
question, or
A
you're
lot of it I
having
don't
an
understand,
issue,
so I don't always speak
or
that
you want to
language.
know what
Mhm.
somebody's
But boy, are
using
there some
at
smart
their
people that contribute and are willing to
corporation,
help.
all of those things, there are so many knowledgeable people in that group. I've had so many questions answered just from reading them. It's also nice because I actually a lot of times use it as a heads up. A lot of times other people are figuring out problems before I have them occur, or it gives me like a, uh-oh, this is going to hit very soon. So I need to look ahead at those and see what's happening. So there's just amazing networking in there. So if you are not part of the HECC listserv, you can sign up at
Another
that
big piece
link
for me
or
is you kind of
scan the
learn
QR
who's
code.
around the state.
There is a lot that goes
Knowledge
on in
experts in
there
different
because it
things,
is an
and even
amazing
if you
group and
are
it's a
uncomfortable
large
reaching
group of
out on the HECC
professionals.
listserv,
But you
a
can
lot of
set it
times
to
if you
where
reach
like
out
I get a
directly,
daily
they're just as
digest,
eager
so I
to
just
help.
have one today and I go in and I can look through it.
In
But it's
education, with our
typically a
budgets the way
vendor-free
they are,
space.
definitely
A lot of times
currently
we'll just say, please
getting
no
that extra
vendors, we're
help
just
from each
asking
other
corporations.
is
Very
important.
Yes.
But yes, if you are interested in more, or if you're new to the tech networking, this is a great place to go to get all the information and knowledge from amazing minds.
But
It
when things
really
like
comes
East
in
Coast
handy, like
One,
during
Amazon
testing
goes down, it gets a
season,
little busy on that
or
list.
like there's an outage or
Yes.
something. It just comes in handy in so many situations.
Somebody let the magic out.
You don't know you need it until you do.
And it
Additional tips,
absolutely can't be a
lanyards.
DNS.
We ask that you
It's
wear them at all
DNS.
times. If you forget it, come to registration. If you're not wearing it, you will be asked to put it on. If you've forgotten it back at your hotel, you can either go back and get it or do a reprint. But we do check them
This is
daily
such a
just
good
to make
tip, too,
sure
because
the people that are
it's
here
the safety
truly do
piece,
belong
you know,
here.
school safety is
If
important.
sessions
When we have
happen to be
conferences, this is
sold
a
out
safety
in that
mechanism to make
situation,
sure that,
you know, they might check and see
you know,
like,
we stay
is
safe here at
everybody
the
here,
conferences.
the people that
So it's important
registered?
to wear those
I
lanyards.
honestly
Definitely
can't
with
think of a
the
time
two
when that
sides of
really
the
happened,
conference,
but
there's a lot of in and out.
just be aware that
It
you
allows
do
us
need
to
your
make sure that
lanyard.
people that are supposed to be
Make
at the
sure to
conference
take
are at the
time and
conference
visit
and-
those exhibitors. I know
and
Jenna
vice
talked about that,
Absolutely.
but you know, these are the people that support us at the
That being
conference
said,
so
if
that
you
we
did
can
see
make it
something that
happen.
was concerning,
There are
if
some
you see
great
something, say
exhibitors
something.
here,
We
and
have
they're
people on
happy
our
to be
team
here,
on
so
the
we're
on the
happy
board
that
that
they
are ready
here.
to respond.
And, you know, we said it
Grab
before, but
somebody
when
on the
in
board
doubt,
member.
don't hesitate to ask
Let
a
'em know.
question.
I wanted to hit two quick things. One, I know Melissa mentioned it, but really check out Conrail Station on the other side. We have actual students coming in, teams that are esports teams, and they're coming in and actually doing live competitions over there.
We were
So
talking about
if
this earlier,
your
that
school
student perspective and the
or
student voice. I
corporation
love
has
this addition.
been
It's
interested in
really powerful.
esports, or you have never seen it happening live in action, please check out that room because they are actually having students come in all throughout the next 2.5 days. And they're competing live in there. So check that out. Awesome setup there. The other thing is please realize that we all, everyone who's speaking, everyone who's part of the conference planning, want this to be helpful and successful for you. So if you're in a session and you're like, this just isn't what I thought it was, or there's another one that I think I actually meant to be at and not this one, please don't sit there and waste an hour of your time. Please get up and go to wherever you need to be. If you decide there's a vendor that you've been trying to get to talk to and that's more meaningful, please go to that. We have amazing speakers. We have so many sessions to choose from that there is definitely something for everyone. So please find that thing for you and do not feel bad if that thing needs to switch or change.
That's good.
I know it's sometimes awkward to get up and be like, but I promise
As a speaker,
no
I'm
one
never
will care.
offended when somebody.
Do
does
what
it.
you need to do.
And
for
going
you.
back
Good
to
point.
the app, that's a great way
Okay,
to go and
question.
see what other
But if we
sessions are
hit you with
going on
it,
at
you're
the
like,
same time.
I still don't know this.
So if something gets canceled and you don't register for any session or anything, would you say that it's best to use your time to walk the vendor hall, or do you think you should find another session through the app, or?
So the question was, if you had a session get
The
canceled,
vendor
which
hall, you
does
could
happen
also just
unfortunately,
walk
but
into
not
another
very often,
session.
then
I would
what
feel
would be
comfortable
best
with
to
just
do
going in
with
one
the
without
time?
being
Walk the
registered
vendor
for it.
hall or
So
jump
we
into another
use a
session?
lot of the registration helps us kind of navigate how many people are wanting that for placement of rooms and sizes.
Really,
So
at
we
that
do not
point,
like
it'd probably
scan when
be
you come in the door.
jump
So
into
if you
another
need to
session.
switch,
You
it's not a
can
big
use the
deal.
app like we
You
talked
just
about
pick
to
your other
scan
one
the
you want to go
sessions during
to
those
and
times.
check it out.
Find
Same
one
thing
that
if you
would be
saw a
of
session
interest
and you're
and
like,
then
I
jump in.
really wanted to go
When
to
I
that
always
one, but
catch
it
myself,
says
okay,
it's
I mean,
full.
on the flip side,
Go
of that,
by
too, it's
the
great
room
vendor time. If you
because
need it, 'cause
chances
I
are somebody
tend
else
to not
changed
schedule
their
myself in
mind.
a
If
vendor
there's an
time
open
because I'm trying
seat,
to go to all
then
the
you're welcome
sessions.
to go in and
So it's
and
really,
attend
it's so
it. So
interesting.
if
Like,
there's one
just
where you're like,
whatever
this
fits
was
you
full,
at
but
that
it's
moment.
the one I
Right.
really wanted
And
of the
that vendor
conference,
time,
go
it
by
doesn't
and
have to
see.
be to find a new
People
product.
switch and
I
change
enjoy
and do
meeting
things
with
the
the
whole
vendors that we
conference.
already have
So
in
go in
place
and see
at
that.
my school
Yes.
and go, hey,
Other
what's
questions?
new? What's on the roadmap? What don't I know about your product?
12:15 on Friday. Yep. Yep. The last session ends at 12 and then we'll do door prizes and then you'll be like, oh, my brain hurts because there's so many great things I need to take back.
Would you say that sessions generally like end on time or end early or late?
Yeah,
Great
so
question.
the speakers should be speaking about 45 minutes to 50 minutes so that there's time in between for you to get to your next session.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Absolutely.
Okay, so coffee's only available till 9:30. Where's your best recommendation to get a caffeine fix? Near the conference center.
That's probably the most important question. So my recommendation is Georgia Street Grind, which is a quick walk. It's on Georgia Street. It's probably a 2 to 3 minute walk. Yeah, that would be my choice.
The hotel also has a restaurant and a bar over there as well, so you can go over there to stop and take a break or
You even got
get
a
a
quick
drink
service
if you need.
pantry
Yes.
that is
But there's so
self-checkout,
many
which is
amazing
great if you need
places
to
right
grab a
here that
snack.
we have
And
access to and
if
can
you're not
walk
like
to,
me
that
and
it's
pack
also
5 or
fun
6 in your
sometimes
bag,
to grab somebody
Right.
and go sit down and continue the networking.
if you do
over.
miss lunch, Kilroy's
Drink it
breadsticks are
off.
always on the menu over there, which is a solid
Other questions?
choice, always.
Okay, we'll be up here for a few minutes. If you have questions that you didn't want to shout out to the whole room, please let us know. But we hope that you have the
All right,
most
anything
amazing
else you can
HECC
think of? They
conference
did a great
ever,
job
like she said.
covering.
They
After
did a
this week,
wonderful job
as long as
covering
they'll send you
some of
back,
those new
we have
tips.
faith you'll be
A
back.
couple of things
But
that
thank you for
let's
joining us
review a
this
little
morning.
bit.
Have
Is
a great
the app
conference.
is a great source
Thank
of
you.
information.
Thank you.
Make sure that you plan your lunch accordingly. If you're not careful in your mood, you can schedule yourself right out of the lunchtime.
Absolutely. I did that my first year.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did I do?
There's multiple ways to get in between the Union Station side and the hotel side. I personally find the outside path the easiest and the most convenient. But if you don't want to go outside or venture through that pathway through the
Yes, have a
construction,
great time.
inside is great too. You're just going to go up the stairs, either down the elevator or down the spiral staircase.
Yes.
It'll come straight to
On the
your
hotel
email.
side, lots of history. Make sure you look up, look around, look at the steel beams. They're actually stamped by Carnegie steel, which I've always thought is really
I
fascinating.
love that, yeah.
And on the Union Station side, take a moment in the big ballroom or the big room to look up at the stained glass.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's amazing.
So beautiful. And then I think too, like, don't be afraid. If you have had a whole morning of sessions and you hit a point where your brain is about to explode, go steal a table and grand plan. Go to those areas of the hotel. They've remodeled some really good collaboration spaces, and you can, decompress and unpack everything that you've learned. We have a shared notes document that several people from my district were kind of adding to. You can kind of meet with people, make this the best learning experience for you. It's okay to personalize.
And just like the classroom, the last piece of advice I'm going to leave you with is, if you got a question, ask. Find somebody in a green shirt. Find somebody that's wearing old HECC attire. They've probably been on the board at some point. Just ask the question. Or ask. A lot of our presenters are people from Indiana. They're going to know some of those questions as too.
Remember, here's your hospitality.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you back on the HECC Live at 3 o'clock. We got some more great content to come. See you later.
Yes, the back quarter is a good